Whoa-ho! Stan Lee, comic book genius, master of Marvel, personal friend of mine. It's great to see you, Stan.
Okay, Craig. What do you want?
What? I don't want anything. But since I'm here, I have a great idea for a new superhero.
Yeah, like I've never heard that before.
I know, right? Anyways, you created Spider-Man, the X-Men, Iron Man, and what was the one about that one with all those characters that totally sucked?
Totally sucked. They're the greatest characters of all. What are you talking about?
No, you're wrong. You're wrong, you see, because these characters are weighed down by too much costume. That's where my idea comes in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Invisible Clothes Man.
That doesn't make sense. What are his powers?
Well, his clothes are invisible, so his enemies can't see what he's wearing.
That's it?
And he has a mustache.
A mustache? Listen, I'm sorry, don't be offended, but it's not for me. It sounds like some kind of a gay fantasy.
Well, maybe if you saw a rough idea of what it would look like.
All right, but I gotta tell you, don't be offended. I don't think it's right for me.
Hey, Craig, is this the part where I come in? My junk is freezing.
What an enormous mustache.
I know, right? I see. I think the kids will like it. And it's cold.
Oh, man.
My next guest is a living legend. He's the chairman of POW Entertainment. He is the chairman emeritus of Marvel Entertainment. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really cool. He is the genius that is Stan Lee, everybody.
First of all, I've got a bone to pick with you.
A bone to pick with me?
Yeah.
Why?
You show a clip of Ice Cube's show.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of my cameos on film.
Right.
I didn't see any of the stuff. And not only that, I have to follow a guy who's a rapper and an actor, and I come on helpless and sitting. I don't know what to say or what to do.
Wait, no what to say.
I have an image. I'm a generalissimo.
Yeah, I hear you.
And look what you're doing to me.
Look, Stan.
Yes.
To be fair, I haven't even got to say good evening to you yet. You just came out here.
I know, but
and you came right at me between the eyes. Stan,
I don't like your attitude.
Yeah, no, wait, you've got the attitude with what happens. Stan and I, if you don't follow us on the Twitters, Stan is Smiling Stan Lee and I'm Craigie Ferguson. We very nearly came to blows on the Twitter, didn't we?
I know, because you've got this ridiculous robot skeleton army.
Don't you call that ridiculous? Don't you?
I have...
Oopsie. Yeah.
I'll get to you.
Yeah.
I'm not finished with you yet. And I happen to have...
So actually.
I have my brave brigadiers.
Yeah.
And they're 70,000 strong almost.
I got 230,000 down.
I'm going home.
Yeah. But to be fair, I was following you on the Twitter and you were following me, so that means I was in your army and you were in mine. Can't we all get along?
You're right. But we did declare an armistice, and you were gallant in your defeat, and I want to admit that. In front of everybody, you were a gallant loser. All right.
To be fair, I think that's the most accurate description of me I've ever heard. Gallant loser.
And another thing I have to say about you.
I thought you're not gonna leave it at that. You're gonna do another thing at me. What?
I was on your show 1 month after you started. When was that? In '95 or so? 1 month after you started.
I was about 20. Yeah.
Now, what happened? I've never been invited since. I understand you lost somebody. Somebody copped out now, so you called me quickly in an emergency. What happened in those intervening years?
All right.
Couldn't stand the competition, right?
First of all,
Craigie Ferg.
Don't you Smiling Stan Lee, because what? First of all, you've been booked on this show for 4 years.
I've been what?
We've had you on the books here for 4 years.
Yeah, but I didn't know about it.
And you can never make it because you're going to Comic-Con, you're being an Iron Man, you're being, I'm Stan Lee everywhere. I don't have time for your crappy little show. Finally, you show up and then you blame me, Stan, me.
I didn't want to say it, but I've really outgrown you.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
I felt...
True.
The least I could do was come on tonight. You need a little help.
I do.
Here I am.
Yeah.
That's what us generalissimos do.
All right, all right. I'm going to be gallant in my defeat then. Are you by any chance going to Comic-Con this year, by the way?
Oh, sure.
Really?
Hey, do you want to come?
I'd love to go to Comic-Con, but I can't go with you.
Why?
Well, that'd be like going to Disneyland with Mickey Mouse. I can't go with you to Comic-Con. It's like, if I go with you, no one, I'll get trampled in the rush.
Going with
oh, Stan, can you sign this? I can...
It's really funny the way that happens. They very often give me some security people, guys who wear red T-shirts and it says security. I get about 6 of them to march me through so that nobody will bother me.
Right.
But what happens, it's like a parade. People see them and they come over. If they just leave me alone, I could walk by nicely. You couldn't, though, you see, because you'd attract attention.
No.
Because you're funny looking.
No, I'm not.
They think you're in costume. You know, they think
Oh, yeah, because there's no funny-looking people at Comic-Con, Stan. Nobody's funny-looking there.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, look at the human. Yeah.
Hey, but we're doing a documentary, my little company, POW, which I thought you'd never mention.
Oh, yeah, all right, all right. What does it mean, POW, then? POW Entertainment.
Obviously, you figured out already that POW stands for Purveyors of Wonder. And our little Purveyors of Wonder company is doing a documentary with Morgan Spurlock and Josh Whedon about the Comic-Con.
They're good, those
and
people.
If you come with me, who knows? You might be part. We could make you famous. We could give you your 15 minutes of fame.
Are you saying to me, right here, that you can get me in a documentary?
Well, it won't be easy. I got to convince those 2 guys. But who knows? I might be able to.
No, I don't know. I don't feel like... See, the Comic-Con, I'm attracted to all of that stuff. But you created a great deal of that stuff.
I'd like you to have a little more awe in your voice.
I've got plenty of awe. All right, wait on. We'll do it again. Stan, you created... I'm doing a bit of Shatner in here as well. You see that?
You can learn. That's what I like about you. You can improve.
A lot of this stuff.
Good, good. That's good. I'm used to that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
No, and so, but I've got no part of that. I'm not even a proper fanboy because the people that go to Comic-Con, they all know about stuff. I'm like, oh, Doctor Who's cool. And they're like, oh, which Doctor, loser? And I'm like, I don't know. See what I'm saying?
Know, you're convincing me. I think there's no hope for you.
No. However, I was going to ask you if you could take my robot skeleton to Comic-Con.
Only if you come along.
See, we're right back at square one.
And besides, the robot skeleton reminds me of your army, and we had enough time defeating you. I don't want to have to go through that again.
You know, I had to stop. You know how you defeated me on the Twitter? It's meant to be 140 characters, Stan. You go on for about 4 or 5 pages.
I'm almost as long-winded as you.
No.
I thought I'd never get a word in edgewise in this interview. It's like a fight. You're talking. You look at the audience, and I'm sitting here
I'm just
helpless.
checking they're still there.
I'm just a guest. I have no power here. I'm sitting here at your beck and call.
I don't know, Stan.
5 years and you never called me back. Now I see why.
Exactly. Yeah, well, the good news is we're done.
We're finished. I'm ready for a lot more.
Well, you can
I'm just getting started. I have all kinds of things I could say about me, the wonderful things I'm doing, things I'm going to do, how I feel about you. That'll do it.
Yeah, but what to do is save that up and come back in 5 years. Well, look, come back after Comic-Con, that's what. And maybe I'll try and get down to Comic-Con for a day. But I'll be the guy dressed as a Star Trek officer to blend in.
Just come normally. You'll look like you're in costume.
Really? Will it like this? I don't want to stand out. That's what
I think you should really come with me because it'll be an experience that you'll never forget.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, when is it?
But you got to pay your own fare.
See, but you give them the one hand and then you slap with the other.
It's not that much. You make a lot of money. You television guys make a lot of money.
This isn't television. This is CBS.
I'm a layman. I don't know.
What are you talking about? You make money here? There's no money here. This is a public access show with puppets and a robot skeleton. No money here, Stan. There's no money here.
I think I'd be better off talking to your skeleton.
I don't know, actually.
What do you got in there? What are you drinking?
And
why doesn't the guest get off of that? Another thing about the way you treat guests. The guest sits here and watches you sip and I say, here,
That was cranky bastard. Look at that.
It's the least you could do.
Yeah.
But if you think I'm going to drink something unknown from you, forget it.
Drink up, General. Drink up.
When you said we were through, are we wasting time talking? We're off the air, and I should be going home now, and there's no point talking to him? I never know when it's over.
The good thing about this show, Stan, is that there's very little difference between off the air and on the air. Both in content and viewers. We gotta go. The genius that is Stan Lee, everybody. Stan! His new book is called Stan Lee's How to Draw Comics. This is a clue to who he actually is. Now, the book seems to be flawed because I don't see any mentions of Invisible Clothes Man. But it is in stores on November the 16th. Please welcome the legend, the American treasure that is Stan Lee, everybody. Stan Lee! Stan, how you doing? Did you think about my Invisible Clothes Man idea?
Boy, it was awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah.
I got to tell you, I have a number of bones to pick with you. One of them, how the hell do I get to follow a comedian? I mean, that act was so good. Everybody was laughing. Look, I've been on 30 seconds, not a laugh yet. And on top of that, you have him on first when you're full of energy and spirit and fun and everything. Now you're exhausted. I have to carry the whole show. I mean, look at you. You're worn out. And it isn't fair. It isn't right.
You're right.
And I have another idea.
Yeah, what?
I've been watching the robot skeleton.
Yeah, Jeff Peterson. It's good. That would be
Jeff.
Yeah.
I call him Jeff.
Okay.
It seems to me, have you ever thought of letting Jeff be the host and you be the straight man?
Yes.
I mean, he's got the personality.
Yeah,
there you go.
No, he could do it. I said that very thing tonight. Once I get canned, he can have this job.
Yeah, there you go.
And then he can do the like that, and I'll be over there making.
And he'd probably let me come on first.
Yeah, I'm sure
when
he would.
All exhausted.
Yes,
Well, fine. Well, look, why don't the two of you just get your own talk show then?
Stan, what about Skelly Man?
That sturdy man?
Scaly Man. I think he's
Skelly Man.
Skelly Man. Yeah, he's trying
to. Is he referring to me or to you?
No, he's not talking about you.
Well, you never know.
No,
hey, don't keep thumbing that. We may want to sell it to somebody. Keep it pristine.
If I had a nickel for every time I'd heard that sentence.
No, speaking of nickels, did I see you giving money to people?
Yeah, how much you want?
Is this my fee for being on the show?
You bet it is.
$2? How about $3?
$3, all right. $3.
All right. I don't have to give it back after it's over, do I?
It's genuinely.
I can really keep this?
Yeah, all right.
Did Tim keep it?
Yeah.
Really? How much did you give him?
$20.
Well, come on. You're a witness. He said I could keep it.
Yeah, no, you can't keep it.
All right. Here you go.
You want an elastic
band? All right,
okay, good.
You're liable to want the rubber band back.
Yeah, you can take that and use it to, you know, because I know you're poor, Stan, you know.
Did you, well, I don't work for Network.
Yeah.
Did you read every bit of this?
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you questions about it? I mean, really? How do you, when you letter a strip, how do you arrange where the balloons go, in what order, and how do you sort of paginate everything?
You do it carefully.
I can see why you're the host.
That's right. That's right. No, this is fascinating. My son is fascinated by this, by your work, and I'm going to give him that. But this drawing of you on the front, this
doesn't
you.
do me justice.
No, I was going to say it's
no. Well, what drawing could? I mean, a drawing is just a quiet, still, inanimate thing.
You're right. You're right.
You can't give the drawing personality and verve and wit and all of that, can you?
Did you draw this?
No,
I
don't draw that well.
No.
I do great stick
You do
figures.
the design, right? You edit.
No, I didn't even design it. No, I said, hey, somebody draw me a cover, and that's what happened. That's the way it works. Really? I'm a busy man. Oh, yes.
Well, what the hell do you do? You just have other people do your stuff, and then you're on Twitter all the time.
That's right.
You're always on the Twitter.
You know, speaking of the Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that you have more followers than I have brigadiers. See, we call our people brigadiers. You have followers.
My followers are called the Robot Skeleton Army.
Yeah, but you only have one. You only have one, as far as I can tell. I haven't seen any other skeletons, but I'll bet in your audience I have a lot of brigadiers. I'll bet that. Would the brigadiers please applaud? And we haven't rehearsed it. We haven't rehearsed it.
How the hell did you do that?
I know it just happens.
You're a genius.
Wherever I go, my brigadiers are there to protect me and to guide me. And you know what we're doing? We're making up little dog tags for our brigadiers.
Oh, boy, no, I'm scared.
That we can sell at a big profit. And we're forming our own nation.
You're forming your own nation?
Our own nation.
Well, what is it going to be called then? Brigadieria?
No.
Because that sounds like a skin condition.
You know, you're not good at names. You're not good at making up superheroes either. I found out earlier.
Jeff Peterson, that's a great name for a superhero.
Every superhero needs a sidekick.
There, yeah, you know.
He is better than what you tried to make up earlier today. I mean, this guy,
Invisible Clothes Man?
the Invisible Man, Clothes Man. I mean, what got into you there? What? You know, I think I should be on staff here to guide you, to help you. You shouldn't be allowed to flounder alone the way you do.
Oh! Will you please tell CBS that? Could you tell them that? Because I can't even cuss here, Stan. I can't even cuss. And when I mention certain things that are involved with certain sponsors, I find myself edited.
My brigadiers will write letters to CBS. That would be more effective than just me doing it.
Do these people do your bidding?
Of course. I'm their generalissimo. Where have you been? I mean, don't you get out there? Don't you find out what's happening in the world? Or are you confined to this little... And another thing about this desk, why do you always sit higher than your guests? Have you noticed that? You're always a little bit higher.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, there's a reason for that. My show. You know what? I tell you, the honest truth about that, I don't know, but when I started the show, they said, I said, why do I sit up higher? They said, that's how you do late night.
You know, I gotta tell you.
I know you watch all the other shows. It's true. They all sit like, how you doing? And it's like, you see giant guys who are like, what the hell? And like, whoa, over them.
I must confess.
What?
You're quicker than I am.
No,
you are. I love this guy.
No.
You are really. You are my favorite guy.
What are you up to?
You know, you really. Someday I hope you get your own show. I
get
really
my own
do.
show? No,
I hope you do.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Are you still in the business of making more superheroes, or do you think we have enough?
Yeah, well, I have this little company called POW Entertainment.
Right, okay.
And, of course, that stands for Purveyors of Wonder, P-O-W. You'll work it out.
Yeah.
And we do movies and television and DVDs and publishing and comics and everything, so you can't get bored. The minute one thing bores you, you do something else. Like you on your show. You get a guest like me, you get rid of me fast and you'll get somebody else. And it keeps you going, you know.
No, I would keep you forever, Stan.
I'm yours. Okay, I'll be here tomorrow night.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Do I get the same 20? Hey, wait a minute. You still have money there.
Yeah, no.
I thought you gave it all.
This is in case of emergencies, in case I need another guest quickly. Emergencies.
The hustle and grind, I carve my path. Each step forward, in aftermath. Dreams pulsate within, fueling my fire. With determination ablaze, I never tire. Day by day, I chase the gleam. In the labyrinth of life, I craft my scheme. I'll nurture my aspirations, let them thrive. In the symphony of ambition, I'll strive. Rise up and showcase your might. Show them what they want. They say us take flight. We'll scale the peaks, reach the zenith's height. Together we'll ascend, never falter, never slight. In the face of adversity, we stand tall. With grit and valor, we heed the call. No setback too great, no hurdle too steep. We're the architects of our destiny, the dreamers who lead. So let's rise, let's soar, let's defy the limits imposed. Reach for the sky with unity as our strength and courage as our guide. We'll conquer the horizon side by side.
Do you always talk funny?
Yes, I'm from a different country originally. How dare you?
You know, my wife is a Geordie. Do you know what a Geordie is?
Yes, from Newcastle in the north of England.
She does the greatest Scotch accent and Geordie accent.
I can do a Geordie accent.
Go ahead, let me hear you.
How
you getting on, you bugger?
How do we unshake me, Stan?
You're better. You're as good as she is. I can't say you're better than she is, or we would go home
No,
tonight.
I understand. Yeah. Does your wife watch this show then?
Pardon me?
Only when you were on it, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
now, we should get serious because people.
Really?
No, when people learn I'm going to be on a show, they expect some things. They expect some erudition. They expect some scholarly things.
Not here, they don't, buddy. No. No, what they expect is they expect that you're probably plugging something, so you're willing to appear on this show when you wouldn't normally do that.
Well, I don't plug anything.
All right, Stanley.
You don't call that a plug. I mean, this thing won't even sit in the bookstores. It's probably all sold out by now. This doesn't need plug, especially after it's been on your show. My God. You know the enthusiasm your fans have for anything that you hold up. Maybe I shouldn't rephrase that.
You should rephrase it. Stan, we're out of time. It's always a pleasure to see you. Will you come back? And now it's been very long.
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Join me tomorrow with Stanley, everybody. We'll be right back.